out grand, with a fire in her heart I could never pin. We met at a bar where the neon burned, and something in me quietly turned. She danced like the world had nothing to prove, pulled me in with a back road groove. Her laugh was whiskey, smooth and bold, and I knew I'd follow wherever she'd go. Oh, jeans and whiskey, that's how she moved. A rhythm so wild, my soul was soothed. She kissed like thunder and left like flame, and I never quite got over her name. She was real as the dirt on this winding trail, a heart too big for a love so frail. Oh, jeans and whiskey, that's what remained. A song in my blood, a burn in my veins. I drive along through Oklahoma dust, chasing ghosts and long lost trust. I hear her voice on the FM waves, telling stories of hearts we couldn't save. She's a picture in my glove box still, a memory that time can't kill. Some nights I stop at that same old bar and wonder how things ever got this far. You can't buy love or tie it down, it slips away without a sound. Old jeans and whiskey, that's how she stayed. In the chords I strum and the love I played, she's gone but her rhythm keeps haunting me, like a chorus that won't set me free. Oh, jeans and whiskey, wild and true, she's the best and worst I ever knew. That old bench seat still knows her shape, and her laughter's trapped in the vinyl tape. The mirror shows my weathered face, but all I see is her empty space. The AC hums like her lullaby, back when her tears still made me try. Now this truck's just wheels Coffee cup still in the dash, next to a map we never cached. I'd drive through fields we used to name, searching for stars that don't shine the same. And every town brings back her laugh, like time rewinding on a broken path. Some engines run on gas and pain, mine runs on memories I can't explain. Echoes in my truck, they don't fade out. Her love still haunts this worn-out route. I steer through nights that don't forgive, with too much past for me to live. Echoes in my truck and I still ride with the silence she left behind. Shouts. She's gone, but she rides with me each day, in songs we loved and things we'd say. The road don't care about hearts undone, it just rolls on, no place to run. Echoes in my truck, I can't hide from the ghost still sitting by my side. Danced through neon like it was day, in a bar that smelled of smoking gray. Boots tapping slow on a sawdust floor, with a look that said she needed more. I watched from shadows with a worn-out grin, knew from the start I'd never win. She smiled like trouble wrapped in lace, and I got lost in her fire and grace. Neon and dust, that's what she was, a mix of magic and wild, because she moved like rhythm, sharp and slow, left before the lights went low. Neon and dust, a trademark trail, a kiss of freedom, soft and frail. Now I'm chasing light that don't stay long, in towns that echo her favorite song. We shared one dance and half a lie. She said don't fall, just say goodbye, but my heart don't take commands at will, and she was more than words could tell. Now she's a shimmer in every dive, where broken hearts still try to survive. I hear her laugh in a jukebox line, and curse the night I made her mine. Some girls are fire and some are breeze. She was both and brought me to my knees. for good. She still lives where I once stood, neon and dust. And I'm still torn by the kind of love that can't be won. Neon and dust, the perfect flame, too wild to catch, too sweet to name. I let her go, but not for good. She still lives where I once stood, neon and dust. And I'm still torn by the kind of love that can't be won. You were leather boots and secondhand blues, a rebel soul that couldn't lose. Play guitar like it saved your life, dance with danger, marriage, strife. But every town knew your kind eyes, soft as dusk in western skies. You gave more than you ever got, left this world without a shot. You were the last of the good ones, strong and kind, a restless heart with a gentle mind. You lit a fire and held it true through every storm life dragged you through. Now you're a whisper in the rain, a harmony inside my pain. Legends fade, but you still run. You're the last of the good ones. You fixed old trucks for folks in need, never cared about cash or speed. Wrote your life in chords and lines, sang the truth or borrowed time. Now your name's a barroom toast, and on my skin I feel you most when the radio plays that dusty song. I know your soul keeps riding on. Some hearts don't die, they just remain in quiet winds and poultry frame. You were the last of the good ones, strong and kind, a restless heart with a gentle mind. You lit a fire and held it true through every storm life dragged you through. Taillights blur on I-35, a tired heart barely alive. Southbound in a thunder haze, chasing love in reckless ways. Radio plays that Jackson tune as I outrun another June. Your words still echo in my mind. Don't come back unless you've tried. I'm southbound in the rain, not sure why. Tears and thunder paint the sky. If you still care, shut the door. I'll find out near El Campo shore. This road is long, this road is wide, but not as empty as inside. I'm chasing ghosts I can't explain. Southbound in the rain. Southbound in the rain. We used to race through Texas nights, drunk on stars and city lights. But I got lost in neon bars, drifted far from who we are. Now I just want to make things right before the moon surrenders light. You held me once through storm and shame. Now I'm just wind without your flame. I'm southbound in the rain, I'm not sure why. Tears and thunder paint the sky. If you still care, shut the door. I'll find out near El Campo shore. Even if I lose this fight, your name still keeps me warm at night. I gave my soul, I gave my name. Southbound in the rain. Southbound in the rain. Maybe you'll be gone again, but I had to try through all this rain. I'm southbound in the rain, not sure why. Tears and thunder paint the sky. If you still care, shut the door. I'll find out near El Campo shore. Even if I lose this fight, your name still keeps me warm at night. I gave my soul, I gave my name. Southbound in the rain. Southbound in the rain. She stood on the porch with a cigarette flame. Wind caught her hair as she whispered my name. I've been chasing the moon in a rust-covered Ford. Never thought you'd be the one I couldn't afford. She talked like the songs on my late night drive, raw and real like a soul just trying to survive. The silence between us was louder than truth, like a love letter burned in the fire of youth. She had dust in her eyes and stars in her heart. I was the guy who knew how to fall apart. soft, but her leaving was loud. She disappeared like smoke in a restless crowd. I tried to find peace on a back porch swing, but even silence makes her memory sing. She's somewhere west where the sun doesn't set, and I'm stuck in the past with this old regret. Some hearts ain't meant to be held too tight. They bloom like fire in the dead of night. She had dust in her eyes and stars in her heart. I was the guy who knew how to fall apart. Now I drink to the ghost of her goodbye, still chasing shadows in a lonesome sky. She had dust in her eyes and I couldn't stay. Now I'm haunted by the things I didn't say. Now I'm haunted by the things I didn't say. We parked by the fence near a stretch of corn where the wind hummed low and the night was warm. Her laugh was soft like a whisper song. We knew the night would never last long. I traced her name on a foggy glass, wishing these seconds could somehow last. The town lights blinked like fireflies, and we lost ourselves beneath the skies. In that backseat horizon, where the world stood still, she kissed like a secret I can't quite kill. We were dreamers in denim, hearts on fire, two broken souls chasing lost desire. Now right through fading signs, but her touch still echoes in the county lines. That backseat horizon, our midnight deal, a love too wild to ever be real. Now the fields are bare and the fence is down. The stars don't shine the same in this town. She's gone with the wind that kissed her skin, left me behind with what could have been. The dashboard dust still holds her scent, like a page torn out that I never sent. She said goodbye with a trembling smile, but I still hold on mile after mile. Some nights I swear I see her ghost, riding shotgun through the place I miss most. Wrote me a note in a diner booth, folded it up and walked out with the truth. Said I love the wind more than holding her hand, and I never learned how to truly stand. I found that note 3 days too late. Smelled like coffee and carried off fate. Her words burned bright in fading ink, like the last goodbye you never think. I keep letters in the ashes, songs in the dust, dreams that were golden now covered in rust. She lit up my world, then left in the dark, carved her name deep into my heart. Now I walk through embers of what we had, with nothing but smoke and a love gone bad. Letters in the ashes, scattered and torn, a fire that left me forever warm. She adored, and I swear I still hear her steps on the floor. But it's just ghosts in an empty place where love once lived and left no trace. She's probably somewhere that smells like spring, with someone who gave her a diamond ring, while I'm stuck in boots and gasoline, writing songs to the girl who left the scene. We all leave something when we walk away, but she took the best of me that day. I keep letters in the ashes, songs in the dust, of a love too wild to ever trust. She lit up my world, then left in the dark. Now her goodbye still breaks my heart. Letters in the ashes, pages burned, a lesson in love I never learned. We met at a church in a dusty town, where the preacher's words tried to calm us down. She sang like a storm with her eyes closed tight, and I fell in love before the second night. We walked through fields where silence spoke, and laughed like kids until something broke. She said, I'm a mess, but I'm yours if you try. But I was a cloud just passing by, like a Sunday rain on a summer road. She came and washed off my heavy load, but I didn't stay, I just let her fall. Now I don't believe in love at all. She was lightning wrapped in a choir song, and I was a fool who moved along. Like a Sunday rain, I let her go. Now my heart's as dry as the wind can blow. Moved out west with a faded jean smile. I heard she paints and stays a while, with a guy who listens more than me, who never runs from what he can see. I still hear her voice voice when the thunder rolls. Still feel her touch in the depths of my soul. She wanted more than a lonesome man, but I never learned how to take a stand. Like a Sunday rain on a summer road, she came and washed off my heavy load. But I didn't stay, I just let her fall. Now I don't believe in love at all. She was lightning wrapped in a choir song, and I was a fool who moved along. Like a Sunday rain, I let her go. Now my heart's as dry as the wind can blow. Sometimes love don't wait around, it just pours and soaks the ground. Like a Sunday rain on a summer road, she gave me more than I ever showed. I let her slip through open hands, and now I'm a shadow on broken plans. Like a Sunday rain, I let her go, and now I miss her more than she'll ever know. The clock hit 12 and she walked away with a flannel shirt and shades of gray. I was left with a song I couldn't play, and a heart too proud to make her stay. The moon was drunk on a summer breeze while I stood frozen among the trees. She said love don't wait for boys to grow, then vanished in taillights driving slow. Recall the reason why. I play the chord she used to hum, but the melody don't ever come. She took her boots and her gentle fire, left me in smoke and worn out tires. The diner we love closed last fall, and the jukebox don't play her song at all. Now every mile's a slow rewind to the girl I swore I'd never find. We all get lost when we don't hold tight. I let her go that lonesome night. Somewhere after midnight, I lost her name. Now every dream feels just the same. She was thunder wrapped in Sunday grace, and I let her slip I found a note on a motel chair. It said she'd be gone before I got there. No goodbye kiss, no last embrace, just aching pain in a silent place. We talked in cold and drifting sighs, words unspoken behind her eyes. She needed more than I could give, but I didn't know how not to live. Between the lines, she begged me to change, to leave the road, to rearrange. But I was chasing wind with blind regret, too stubborn to see what I might forget. Now I read that note like scripture torn from a love we planted and never born. Between the lines, she said goodbye, and I didn't even ask her why. Now I'll sit where we once made plans, with a pan of beer and empty hands. She's out there finding peace somewhere, while I'm stuck breathing this heavy air. She deserved a man who'd stay and fight, not one who left in the middle of a night. But I was raised to run, not feel. Now I know that love was real. Some words are written too soft to scream, but they echo loud in every dream. Between the lines, her voice remains in every verse that carries pain. She asked for more, I gave her less, and now I live with this quiet mess. Between the lines, she walked away, and I'm still stuck on yesterday. She told me twice, then once again, don't make me pack that suitcase, man. But I was lost in neon nights, ignoring love and picking fights. She cried while I tuned my guitar, said she was tired of who we are. I laughed it off with a glass in hand. thinking she'd never leave the band. But whiskey and warnings don't mix well. You don't hear the truth when you raise that hell. She walked while I played my favorite chord. Now she's a ghost I can't afford. I traded a heart for one more song. Now I know I had her all along. Whiskey and warning, I heard too late. Now regret's my only fate. Light, cold as the lies I told that night. She left a note I still can't read, 'cause it cuts too deep and makes me bleed. I swore I'd change when I sobered up, but promises don't fill an empty cup. Now I sing her name in smoky bars while she's healing under a brighter star. Some bottles hold more than pain inside. They hold the love we pushed aside. Whiskey and warnings, I played blind. Now she's just a ghost in my mind. Her voice was truth, but I drowned it out. Now I live with every doubt. The whiskey and warnings, a losing game, and I've got no one else to She sat on the tailgate, boots on the dirt, twirling her hair through the ache and the hurt. Said you love the road more than loving me, and I just stared out at the sycamore tree. We built a life on bar stools and prayers. Now all that's left is the August air. She said I need more than songs and miles, and I couldn't fake one of those smiles. The tailgate goodbye still echoes loud in the space where dreams used to crowd. She left in a hush of the sinking sun, and I didn't fight, I didn't run. footsteps in the midnight blur. The truck still creaks where she used to lean, like the past is stuck in a haunting scene. She's out there chasing something real, while I'm stuck turning the same old wheel. Love ain't enough when you don't grow, and I watched her leave like I didn't know. Some hearts won't beg, they'll simply go and take the sun when they steal the show. The tailgate goodbye still holds its sting, like a song I can't help but sing. She faded with dust in one deep sigh, and I never got to ask her why. The tailgate goodbye was our last page in a love that broke from its own cage. I lit a match on a restless night, watched the smoke drift in the pale moonlight. She was sitting quiet on the back porch rail, saying love like ours was bound to fail. Her voice was low, but her words hit hard like the slam of a door in a guilty yard. I held my tongue and dropped my pride, but she'd already made up her mind. Now there's smoke on the fence and tears in the breeze, memories dancing through sycamore trees. I didn't beg and she didn't stay, just silence and footsteps fading away. That kind of love don't give second tries, it burns and leaves like a southern sky. Smoke on the fence and I stood still while she walked away from what we could have built. Built a fire on borrowed time with lies we dressed up to make them rhyme. She wanted roots, I gave her wings, and she flew off chasing better things. Now I sip my coffee on that same porch rail and wish I'd fought to make her stay. But ashes talk louder than decides to leave. You don't smell smoke till the fire is gone, and realize love was there all along. Smoke on the fence where she said goodbye still hangs in the air like a southern sigh. I let her go, too proud to plead. Now I'm left with the pain and the weeds, smoke on the fence and I can't erase the look she gave me when she left that place. where the jukebox hummed in a minor key. She smiled like autumn in Tennessee and talked like the wind through the maple tree. Her hands were callous but soft as grace, and her eyes held stars I couldn't trace. She said she'd seen too many guys like me, drifters with hearts that can't break free. She's a Heartland Whisper, soft and real, the kind of love you can't conceal. She held me close but never tight, like a song that fades with morning light. Now right through towns we used to name, but nothing ever feels the same. She's a Heartland Whisper I let slide by. Now her silence echoes in my sky. Danced in barns and open fields with bare feet, dreams and no high heels. She spoke in stories I still recite, like ghost-lit prayers on a Sunday night. But I was made for leaving roads and chasing miles nobody knows. She deserved a man who plants and grows, not one who comes and then just goes. Some women stay like roots and ground, others drift like soft wind sounds. She's a Heartland Whisper, sweet and wide, the kind of voice that won't subside. Now I talk to stars and dusty skies, wishing I had stayed and tried. She's a Heartland Whisper in the breeze, still calling through these lonesome trees. She's a Heartland Whisper I let slide by. Now her silence echoes in my sky. She lit a candle by the window pane, said tonight don't talk about the pain. I played a chord, she sang along, two broken souls in a half-lit song. The past was there but we didn't speak, just held each other, hearts feeling weak. She whispered, this might be our last try, and I blinked away a long goodbye. Turn the lights low, let the silence say everything words just push away. If we break tonight, let's break slow, like a vinyl spinning candle glow. Turn the lights low, don't say too much, just feel the memory in our touch. Maybe love was meant to fade, like shadows dancing where dreams were made. Sipped her wine, said some love dies but looks just fine. We used to burn like thunder and flame, now we're flickers trying to do the same. I kissed her hand and turned to leave, but the moment clung like an autumn leaf. She said, if you stay, don't lie to me, but I was already halfway free. Some love dreams were made. We carved our names in a crooked line under that elm where dreams unwind. She wore my jacket, I wore her smile. We'd sit and talk for quite a while. The summer heat would fade too fast, but we swore that our love would last. Now the wind blows cold through that same old bark, and her memory glows when the night gets dark. Under that elm tree, time stood still. We loved with fire, stubborn will. Now the leaves fall slow, just like she did, and I'm left holding what we hid. She's long gone, but the roots remain, where I still whisper her name in vain. Under that elm tree, she was mine. In that fleeting moment, frozen in time. The swing still creaks in the early dawn, and I still visit long after she's gone. The sun paints shadows where she once stood, and the silence hums where she once could. I try to move, but that tree won't bend. It pulls me back to where we began. Now every breeze feels like her hand. I'm brushing through this forgotten land. A love like that don't die or drift, it just hides in trees and morning mist. Under that elm tree, our youth was born. Now I sit alone, weathered and worn. The bark still holds our foolish vow, and I still feel her somehow. Under that elm tree, where time won't flee, that's where her ghost still waits for me. Empty fields and rusted rails, ghosts afraid and shotgun shells. I ride my bike down Highway 2, chasing sparks of me and you. Summer nights and county fairs, laughing hard, wild winds in our hair. But the years go fast and don't look back. Now it's just the dust and railroad tracks. Moonlight on the dust, it still feels warm, like the fire we had in that thunderstorm. left your mark, never looked down. I stayed here plowing through the years, holding love and swapping fears. But when the wind howls after dusk, I feel you near like sacred trust. If I could go, I'd ride that wind to where your story did begin. Moonlight on the dust, it still feels warm, like the fire we had in that thunderstorm. Though time has taken what we knew, it can't erase the sky so blue. Your soul is stitched into this land. I'll never lose what we began. You're still the light I chase, because your moonlight shining on the dust. Moonlight on the dust, it still feels warm, like the fire we had in that thunderstorm. Though time has taken what we knew, it can't erase the sky so blue. Your soul is stitched into this land. I'll never lose what we began. You're still the light I chase, because your moonlight shining on the dust. Your moonlight shining on the dust. Coffee's cold and the sky's burn red. Thoughts of you still in my head. Engine hums a lonesome tune, rolling through the heat of June. Took my time to chase the storm, left this place in all it forms. But something about these winding roads brought me back to hearts I know. It's a slow ride back, but I'm still here. I felt your voice through every gear. Though I strayed 1,000 miles, you stayed with me all the while. Every town and late night track led me down the path of back. Forgive the detours that I lack. I'm on this slow ride back. Goodbye too soon, too proud. Truth got buried in the crowd, but now I see what I left behind in that porch swing and your wine. No need for maps or neon lights. I know the way on summer nights. Your arms are home, that's plain and clear. I miss that sound I used to hear. Sometimes you to relearn, and love's the road you always turn. It's a slow ride back, but I'm still here. Felt your voice through every gear. Though I strayed 1,000 miles, you stayed with me all the while. Now the past don't weigh me down. Your voice is louder than this town. With every mile I close the gap, I'm on this slow ride back. built a swing on the cottonwood tree, and called our names when none could see. You old red boots, I played my part, with torn up jeans and a hopeful heart. Every dusk we'd wade the stream, talking love and teenage dreams. You said if I leave, don't chase me far, but I still search for where you are. There's roses by the river where we kissed. Each petal holds a piece I missed. Time rolls like water deep and wide, but I still see you on that tide. I leave flowers every year for the ghost I hold most near. Some hearts don't flow, they stay and shiver like roses by the river. Your daddy took you to another coast, said country boys has hurt the most. I stayed here and grew up fast, built a life but not one that lasts. Still I walk that river bend where first love never truly ends. The swing's still there, the trees grown wide, but the silence cuts me deep inside. If you return, you'll see the sign. Them roses wait like you were mine. There's roses by the river where we kissed. Each petal holds a piece I missed. Time rolls like water deep and wide, but I still see you on that tide. No storm can wash away